Hey everybody, I've got myself and Seamus out here in the wilderness, just beyond the shelter. We had a pretty bad storm last night, so we are just going round. We're checking for dogs that were injured. You can probably hear the thunder in the background. It's just starting to rain again. Hopefully it will stay quite light, although judging from the sound of that thunder, I think I'm wasting my time holding my breath. I'm just going to turn you around so you can actually see what we're looking at. The colour of the clouds, some almighty rumbles going on. You have to excuse the wind. I'm doing my best so that you can hear me, but the weather really is atrocious here right now. Nobody got much sleep last night. Couldn't really tell the difference between explosions and thunder, but I couldn't be bothered to get out of bed to find out which it was. And I guess I'm still alive this morning, so it must have been thunder. As you see, we've got a lot of itchy dogs going on right now. We had to spend $1 million dinar a few days ago buying more mange treatment. The mange that we're seeing out here seems to be super resistant to all the medications, and we're having to treat the dogs multiple times. But it's spreading like wildfire. We've literally treated dozens and dozens of dogs. For mange just over the last few weeks alone, and there's loads more to do. Hi, Rabin. Actually, I'm not finding it very cold right now. I'm actually finding it pretty pleasant, to be quite honest with you. You go, mister. I'm finding it quite pleasant. The rain's not very nice, but hey ho. As you can see, we've got our escort party that have followed us all the way from the shelter. We kind of wish they wouldn't, because we're trying to get eyes on all of the dogs in the area right now, because I guarantee you, we've just found a mom who looks like she's been bred every single year of her life, and she just got one puppy, so we just grabbed her and took her into the shelter. She looks like she's quite an old dog as well. Her boobs are hanging right to the floor. So we may need to be looking at surgery to remove some of the excess tissue, because it is actually particularly bad. However, they're safe now. They're out of the rain. Not going to be falling foul of the storm tonight. We've got 10 days of these storms now. Government have put out weather warnings. Hello, Mom. Hi, Viv. Government have put some weather warnings out about, obviously, the potential for flooding. What you lot talking about? Are you like, see, all these are our dogs. They're all spayed and neutered, but there's some more thunder. I don't know whether you can hear it. I don't know whether my phone's good enough to let you hear it. Yes, Rabin, the weather's actually starting to get more and more like the UK now. Although that said, at least we know we're going to have summer in Kurdistan. That's not something we can say we're definitely going to have in the UK. It'd be nice if we had like 5 or 6 weeks of summer in the UK, but again, I might be asking for too much there. Hey kids, I've got the sheep way over yonder. Our dogs are actually really good when the shepherds come round with all the sheep. See this area, it's an absolute shite hole, but at least there's some greenery. And obviously we're in like a bit of a graveyard area, because this is where they used to dump all the dead livestock, or one of the areas. Should we head that way, Seamus? Probably going to see me fall flat on my face or on my arse, because this terrain is not easy for me to cope with. I'm an old lady, but it don't stop me trying. Don't stop me trying, but at least I've got Seamus here to pick me up off my ass if I do fall over. Hello kids. Yeah, Mummy loves you all. Yes, I love you. I love all of them. You're my children. Yes, Mummy does. So nice to be greeted by the kids. Alright, idiot dogs, be nice. Yeah, I don't know what the greeting's all about, but They're obviously talking about something. I don't know whether it's a stay away from my area or if it's a hi, come and join us. Lots of our dogs have migrated over here through the winter months. And we just haven't got the staff levels to be able to sort of get over here every single day. This is sort of something that's usually reserved for a weekend, or after we've had a storm we'll try and find the resources to come out here. There's some more thunder. I guess we're going to have an almighty downpour very soon. We'd actually got a walk around scheduled with the guys in about 15 minutes, but if it's absolutely persisting down with rain, that may not happen. You see, I thought I'd actually bought, let's turn you around again, I thought I'd actually bought a rain jacket with me, and I can't bloody find it. Could have swore I'd bought one with me, but it's nowhere to be seen, so I might have left it on the plane or left it in, you know, somewhere, but it's well and truly disappeared. Somebody out here has been and built a house. I'm just going to check in this house, make sure there's nothing in it. Come out the way, kids, let mummy look. Let mummy see. And we have indeed got a dog in there. Hello, sweetie. Are you one of ours? It's one of ours. No, maybe not one of ours. We may need to come back out with the tutor to get that one. But at least it's hiding in a house, out of the rain. That's not my jacket, is it now? My purple jacket that I'm sure I bought it. I've got some vague recollection of getting on the plane with it. And then, of course, the rain started in. I've not seen it since. I've got 8 people. It is Saturday, isn't it? Is it Saturday? Yeah. The days all melt into one. Oh, do you want to go stop them lot being dickheads? Got some dogs picking on another dog, so Seamus is just going to go and stop them before the dog gets injured. This, you know, is a sad thing, but it does happen. We've literally got hundreds of dogs in this area, hundreds of them. You can't always see them because they're well camouflaged, but we have got hundreds of dogs, so of course there is going to be the odd fight. But we do our best to try and prevent that. Hey, sweetie. Or at least be able to get out here to get the injured dogs when it does happen. There's another mummy over there with some puppies. 3 puppies. Looks like mummy's possibly got mange. 2 mums. God. I mean, this is a fair distance away from the shelter now. And whilst it's really good that they don't seem to be dumping so many puppies actually in our driveway houses. 3 mums. Oh, good God. So there's 3 mum dogs. Looks like a couple of them at least are suffering with mange. So we're going to have to try and factor in some time to come out with the dart next week. You see, puppies, cute little puppies. We'll try factoring some time next week. We're doing our best. We're never going to feel like whatever we're doing is enough. That I can guarantee you. We could work 24 hours a day and we could add an extra 5 days into every week and it still wouldn't be enough. But we do the best we can, and we just, you know, we just don't give up. We do our best. Some of the fights we win, some of them we lose. Christ almighty, I am literally walking through a quagmire of bones. Oh, somebody had a bottle of Grey Goose. Oh, shite. Yeah, it'd probably be better if I went on the hill, wouldn't it? Otherwise I'd literally be around knee deep in shite. Oh, God. God, it really reeks out here. Absolutely stinks. Coming out the way, mister. Come on, big lad. See, all these dogs have followed us all the way from the shelter. I need to get Seamus to hold my hand to get me down the hill. Thank you. And we've been dumping concrete. And you can see, under that mountain of concrete, there's a load of sheep carcasses. Oh my God. And that's a cow, a whole cow. plenty of sheep carcasses, so these dogs are not going hungry. But as this area gets developed, the dogs that are out here, unless we can save the shelter, the dogs that are out here, they are literally going to starve, because this entire area is going to get developed and it's all going to be warehouses. People won't be able to dump dead livestock down here, so that is a food source that is going to just disappear completely. Kids, really, do you have to eat that? You know, these are dogs from down by the top of the gates of the shelter, and they're actually eating all this dead stuff, and it's horrible. See, a lot of these dogs we have not managed to get yet. Most of these dogs are not particularly friendly. Seamus, you see if you can check the ear tag on that one to see what number it is, so I can come out and treat it. This one here that's having a good old scratch, that's one of our dogs. It's got mange, so we need to get out to treat that one as well. It's obviously a dog. Oh, a bit of lightning there. It's obviously a dog that wasn't very friendly when we bought it in for neuter. So it's going to get expensive if we've actually got to start routinely treating all these dogs for mange as we get them there. There's just loads of them, they've all got mange. There's the thunder going again. Look, lots and lots of mummy dogs out here. And of course, as the weather gets hotter, more dogs will appear because they like the pools in the driveway. And we just haven't got the capacity right now to be able to cope with all these dogs. It's getting really, really difficult with so many dogs in need. I need a vet. Andy, who came in to spend a week with us, unfortunately he's not going to take the position because the war has now obviously hit Lebanon. Andy now needs to go and get a job where he's going to earn enough money to be able to support his family in Lebanon. So that's a bit of a gutting thing, but I can't say I blame him. You know, you come out here for a job interview and then bloody war breaks out, but bless his soul, you know, he did really well. And I do think eventually Andy will come, but I think it's probably going to take some time. And you know, we're expecting Dr. Treese to come back as well for short trips as well. You know, after the summer's over, she'll come back, she'll do cover for us and stuff like that if Dr. Ali's off. But there really is just too much work just for Dr. Ali to do on his own. Even with me here, I mean, obviously I can do the nursing side of life, I can treat the wounds, do the basic stuff, but I'm not going to be spaying and neutering dogs for him. Oh dear God. Oh, so anybody else got any other questions? We're going pretty well on our fundraising to save the shelter so far. I haven't added it up properly, but I think we're approaching around the $18,000 mark. I think it's been about 10 days since we launched the fundraisers, and obviously we're fundraising across the world. You know, we've got US fundraisers, UK fundraisers. We're getting a fair bit of attention from Australia right now after that lovely article went into Yahoo News Australia yesterday. The article's put on our page, so please do share it. More thunder. Seamus was telling me he got up in the night when all the banging and the thunder started, and like I say, I was in bed. I kind of couldn't tell is it an explosion or is it thunder, and I'm so tired. I was like, you know, screw it, I heard it, I'm still breathing, so I'm just going back to sleep. But Seamus did come out in the middle of the night and he said the whole sky was just lit up. Now, I don't know if you can see it on the electricity lines. We have thousands and thousands of starlings. We're getting to see regular murmurations of starlings across the sky right now. I believe Iraqis on their migration path. Oh God, it is so muddy. I mean, look at my bloody feet, covered in mud. And I'm going to have to clean my shoes as well. And you see these black puppies, I think these might have been ones that, you know, they're puppies that we did on World Spay Day. And they're all still out here. They look quite happy and healthy. You know, they do look happy, they do look healthy, so that's all we can ask for. Some of the puppies we did on World Spay Day and put back out. We put them out at the top of the driveway, and they have now migrated back down towards the shelter, so I guess that's where they live now, outside the shelter gates.
I think this is one of Seth's siblings.
Oh, we think this little white one here might be one of Seth's siblings. Seth is the pup that had the amputation. Hey kids, you come to see the mama? Have you come to see the mama? Hello Dorothy! Hey Dorothy! Hey! Mummy loves Dorothy! Where's your mama? Alright, don't be a knob. Nice being around here. We really are well protected. Alright, be nice. Don't be dickheads. Oh God, I've got to climb another mountain now. Let's go and see if we can find my boy Chance. I hate the fact that Chance chooses to be right at the top of the driveway, but I've got to reiterate, that is his choice. I don't like it. I would much prefer he was round by the gate or even inside the shelter, but Chance does not want that. When we've had to have him in to deal with injuries before, he has not been happy. He's got quite a bad disability with his back legs. Shame to pull me up the hill. Oh God.
I want to go that way.
Oh shite. Oh God. Yeah, so Chance, go on you lot, can't walk down there, move. Go on. Go on, Miss Aho. Yeah, so don't like Chance being here, but it's not about what I like, it's about what he wants. And that's always the way it's going to be with these dogs. Never will our feelings be good for the dogs, ever. That's just not the way we work. Hello there, Dorothy. You are a sweetie. Where's your mum? Hello, Boris. Go on, Boris. Oh, Dorothy, you're going to have me out all the stoppies. Go on, Boris, shift your ass. Boris, you are fast. One of the puppies we did on Spay Day as well has also got mange. Now, I was actually out and treated this one last week. Got one of its siblings currently in the clinic that's scratched so much it got infected. There's my boy Chance. Now, Chance is looking pretty rough. He's lost a lot of his hair because of the mange. But we're not going to bring him in, it's not infected. He really does prefer being out here. He likes his freedom. Go on, Dorothy. And you see Dorothy's got spray paint on her, or marker paint, it's livestock marking paint. And that shows us that we've treated her recently as well for mange. You see a lot of dogs out in the driveway with purple spray at the minute. And these are all dogs that we've been out and treated for mange. Hello, my son. Hello, mummy's bestest boy. Can I have a look? Oh, my sweetheart. Oh, you see, Chance's bum. He's got no hair, but it isn't infected. He's not scratching like crazy anymore. Hello, my son. Come on then. Oh, do you want to hold hands with mummy? Want to hold hands with mummy? Oh, yes, mummy loves him so much. I do wish you'd come inside, lad. So much happier not stressing about you being out here. But he's fine. House at the end of the driveway, right where the gate is. And this is where Chance goes when it's raining. He has claimed it. That's his house. It's his empire. And do you remember Nana? Hey, hey, hey! Nana's just telling her puppies off. Hey, hey! The puppy's fine, don't worry. It's just Mum telling the puppies off. Which we're okay with. This dumbass here in the pool. You know, it's about to throw it down with rain. But let's get in the pool. And these guys coming for something to eat. This is for breakfast this morning. So as you can see, the fact that we've got troughs that have still got food in them from this morning, it kind of tells you that these dogs are getting ample food. And this is Edward. Edward got released, I believe, yesterday. He still hasn't got much hair. He's lost a lot of hair, but he has been treated. His mange has gone. We've had clear scrapes off him. Hey, Edward. There's a good boy. So he is actually okay. His hair will grow back. Hi, Dr. Zubaydah. I'm good, thank you. I hope you're having a very good Eid, Dr. Zubaydah. Hi, sweetie. Obviously, some of you will be aware it's actually Eid and the New Roz holidays. New Roz was on Friday, and that's the Persian New Year. It marks the start of spring. Hello, sweetheart. Look at this size of that. You're like a sheep. See, some of our dogs are so bloody fat, it's unreal. And that's not because we're overfeeding them. That's because we can't stop them eating all the dead stuff that gets dumped in the driveway. Hey kids. This lot have followed us all the way from the shelter, all the way around there. Anybody else got any more questions? I'm not even sure how good the line is on this today because the internet's been pretty shit today. And this black dog here, that's Hunk. Hunk was one of our puppies from a few years ago. Nobody can get anywhere near him, but he stays. He's a good boy. Good boy. He stays around, but we just can't get near him. He's not receptive of that. Hopefully he's not going to get mange. When we get the dogs that have got mange and we actually can't catch them, we have to come out with like wet dog food, and we wrap the tablets in the dog food and sort of throw it at them in the hope that they're going to eat it, and then we just sort of stand and watch. More often than not, we do get them in the end. Hey there, Kubrick. This is Kubrick. He's a good boy. So what's everybody up to today? Everybody got plans for the weekend? I don't even know what the weather's like. I've stopped looking at the weather in the UK now. I think I've been here a month tomorrow or a month today. Obviously, it was meant to be a much shorter trip, just so I could come in and speak to government about the shelter. And of course, the war broke out and I'm stuck here. There is an option for me to drive to Turkey, but I can't really leave the staff in the middle of a war and the dogs, so that's not going to be happening. When airspace reopens and the war is over, then I will come home. Of course, that means I'm quite far behind on shipments with Sharp House now, but Brian, who helped us out with the Ukrainian dogs a few years ago, she went up to my house the other day and packed a shipment, and we're just waiting for Sharp House to come and collect it now. See the two black and white Saluki dogs there. They are the puppies of Sugar the Saluki that I have in foster at home. They are every bit as naughty as Sugar is. One of them, the dog that we found injured yesterday to Peshawar, is actually Sugar's other puppy, and he's got a big gash in his neck. It must have happened the night before during the storm. Oh, fantastic. Thank you, Myla. You've got sun in Kent. I mean, we've had some sunshine today, and it's not cold. We have had some sunshine. It's been nice because it stopped raining, I think, about 8 o'clock this morning. It stopped raining about 8 a.m. this morning, so it's been fairly dry up until now. Just filling this pool up. Go on then, go in for a swim if you want. Oh yeah, I'll go in for a swim, she says. These bloody dogs are nutcases. Say hello to your mummy, sweetheart. Hey Saluki, you a good boy? Yeah, handsome lad. This is Saluki, the white Saluki looking dog that's just approaching me. And this is Panda. Panda's one of the dogs that was rescued from that horrible shelter that we closed down in 2023. And he's such a lovely dog. And they've got Alexa. Alexa's a bit of a butthole. Oh God, who've I got here? See, I've got a dog between my legs and she's going to have me on the floor. Will you stop it? You don't need to do that, sweetheart. I love you. Oh, for God's sake. This dog is going to have me on my ass in a minute. Oi, be nice. See, we've got a lot of amputee dogs out here as well. And they have every bit as good a life as the rest of the dogs. The amputations don't worry them. You can see over there, that big mound. That's where they started developing that area, and they've obviously built them warehouses at the top. And somebody came a month or so ago, and they put a couple of building blocks, breeze blocks, in our driveway, and painted them red and said, "We're building here." And it's like, yeah, okay. Government thankfully are trying to hold off the developers for as long as they possibly can to give me some time to actually raise the funds that's going to be needed. Will you get from between my legs, lady? You're going to pull me over. Got one particular dog, this dog. She loves to sneak up behind her and shove her head through your legs. And then she likes to walk like that. Hey, Ellie. Hey there, Ellie. This is where our staff live. Don't look like much from outside, but the staff have actually got their rooms quite nice inside. Certainly better than my office, which is an absolute pig hole right now. In fact, it's so bad a pig wouldn't live in my office right now. Will you stop it, mister? McDuck. He's really becoming a naughty boy. He thinks he's king of the castle round here. We'll go and walk around the back of the shelter now. We'll show you the area where Calibos come from. Calibos is still not particularly friendly towards us. It's a whole lot more comfortable now his mange is being treated. We haven't neutered him yet. That's hopefully going to be on the schedule in a week or two. We just feel a bit bad neutering him while his skin's so red and sore. It will delay the healing process. So, well, we've noticed he's got a bit of a twitch. And obviously we haven't had a look at his teeth yet. But there's some concern that he might be a distemper survivor. But again, you know, if somehow that dog has managed to survive distemper out on the streets, then, you know, fair play to him. But I don't think he's ever going to be a dog that's going to love or trust us. So I had to have the water tank, the hot water boiler, replaced in the clinic a couple of days ago, because the one we got, we turned it right down to like 30 degrees and the water was still coming out of it hot enough to make a cup of tea, and I was really, really worried that somebody was going to get badly burned. I've burned myself a couple of times in the shower because of the boiler, and it was leaking. So again, had to spend money I really didn't want to spend on a new boiler. And I'll show you what the water out here does. And obviously, see the bottom is really badly rusted. Oh! And then you've got all the pipes here. Dog's being dickheads again. What are you lot doing? Come on. This pool's getting bigger by the day. But the dogs, again, they don't mind. When we emptied all the wet straw out the house the other day, we sort of dumped it on the edge of the pool where the guys drive the scooter. But it's all gone. As you can see, last night's downpour put paid to it. Just walking up a bit further. We're just coming up to the area now where we actually caught Calibos last week. See them houses up in the distance? That's where we caught him. It's hard to believe that dog's been kicking around for about 3 years and we have not been able to catch him despite our best efforts, but I'm just glad that we've got him now. I really am happy that we've got him now. What are you talking about? This dog's got such a strange bark. She barks a lot and she causes trouble, this one does. You cause trouble, didn't you? And then you wonder why the other dogs start on you. Ah, Alexa, come in. Hi, sweetie. Hi. Hi. Alexa, don't you be mean. Don't you be mean. There's Teeth, one of our old timers. She's been at the shelter since she was a pup. Not so many dogs around here today. A couple up on the hill. The gas company that's just beyond us there, Seamus saw them venting all the gas off a few days ago, so hopefully if anything does come in and hits that gas company, it's not going to blow us all to kingdom come because they vented it all, which is good because that's always been a worry because it is so close to the back of the shelter. It's been a constant worry. You can see you've got nice fresh clean bedding in all these houses. Dogs we've been trying to get this type of straw for a long time, but all we seemed to be able to get was the chaff, but we finally managed to get proper straw and the dogs are absolutely loving it. This is a feeding station. The guys come out in the afternoon to feed up here and they put all the rice onto the door. We use everything. I mean, this entire shelter's been built on trash, but it works. Dogs have really got a lot to say for themselves today. Turning around again. My lovely hair. Did consider buying some hairspray or some gel, but then I changed my mind because why? Hey, you lot. Alright, don't be dickheads. Don't be dickheads. Come on. Come on. No need for scrapping. Go. Hey! Hey! Lots of the time when you hear this noise, they're not actually biting the dog. It's just sort of threatening behaviour. They're making a stand. It's actually rare they get into a full-on fight. And of course, hi Hugo. In years gone by, there were kind of invisible borders around the shelter, and dogs from one area wouldn't follow us into another area. Well, those invisible borders seem to have disappeared now. And we literally will have dogs that will walk the entire length, breadth and area of the shelter with us. Let's flick you back round as we're coming up to the gas company. Hey, sweetie. Oh, another house here. Hey, you lot. Alright, that's enough. No need to be mean. And then two black dogs up there. That's Rasha and Sia. They used to live inside the shelter. But they were never really very happy. So about 7 or 8 months ago, we made the decision to do a soft release here at the back of the shelter. And they are looking fantastic now. They are happy. They don't really leave this area. They're very happy. They've gained weight. So that was a good call. They'd lived in the shelter for quite a while, but it was very, very obvious that they were never really, truly happy. Hey, Sia. Hey, Rasha. Hey, girls. That's good girls. Looking a bit scruffy because they need a brush, but Sia and Rasha were never particularly fussy dogs with us. They would avoid being touched. So it absolutely was the right thing to let them have some freedom. Yeah, we're finally on the the other end of the shelter now. You see, it's quite a vast area. We've just walked. You know, and I'm going to show you the land that the government have offered to us as well. It's actually really nice land. It's much nicer than the land the shelter's on, even though it's only 300 metres away. You see all that green there? That's what the government have offered us. So literally 300 metres from the current shelter, and it's literally like you've walked into a different area. The land is nice. It's not loaded up with trash and carcasses. It's a nice area, but it is going to take a hell of a lot of money for us to pick up, rebuild. We're not planning to completely concrete that entire area. We would like to keep it somewhat green. Is that Gerald? We'd like to keep the area green. Hi Gerald, there's my beautiful lad. You know, it's all enrichment for the dogs, because obviously we're still going to have outside dogs when we move. We're just sort of going to shift them up the drive to the new location. It's actually really nice that there's all that greenery out there, because it is enrichment. And if we do get the lease that we want, which we're asking for 25 years, and that's what's holding it up right now. Hey! Yeah, we're asking for 25 years, and that's what's holding it up, because nobody actually wants to give us 25 years. And it's, you know, we have said to government, listen, we can't plough that sort of money into moving the shelter, only for you to have, you know, come along again 2, 3, 4, 5 years down the line and say we've got to move again. So we are digging our heels in on that at the minute, trying to arrange various meetings after the holidays, to see if we can get to the person that's actually got the authority to give us that 25 years that we want, because we absolutely cannot go with just, you know, a semi-formal contract, which is what they've offered us, and it's like we can't. You know, this is donor money that we're going to be spending, and we owe it to you guys to make sure that your donations are spent properly and with a long-term investment in mind. And what we're planning to do is, obviously we cannot physically move any of the shelter as it is right now, which is a real shame, but we don't have enough space to be able to move some of the dogs into another kennel block, into another area, and then deconstruct the shelter and rebuild it on the new area. We haven't got that luxury. That's what I did when I was in Afghanistan. I was able to pay to just build one kennel block and then basically deconstruct the old shelter bit by bit, and I can't do that here. It's just not something that will work with the terrain, and you know, the fact that we don't have a lot of staff. It's incredibly difficult to try and find workers that will come out here, because, you know, basically if we bring workers out here, then they charge us like premium rates because we've got dogs, so we never pay true prices. We have to pay more. I've got Branner and Dexter who keep jumping up the wall. We have got it all sort of BRC'd so they can't get out. And there's Gerald just gone off another pool behind there. Hey Gerald! Oh, what you talking about, son? Oh, you are the handsomest lad. Yeah, we do love you. Good boy, Gerald. Barking at one of the a-holes. So we're almost back at the shelter gate now, and thankfully nobody injured, which is good. We will do this walk again tomorrow. We try to do this every time we've had a storm, because more often than not we know we're going to find dogs that have been injured. You know, they perhaps got into fights, or, you know, the wind has whipped things up that smacked them and cut them. You see, there's our generators. A few of the dog houses that we've put together out of bits of trash. Like I say, we built a lot of stuff with trash. I mean, all them houses were built from trash. We throw nothing away. We have a big magnet, and we send the guys out rolling the magnets along the floor, and we collect all the little scraps of metal and whatnot, and we recycle it. Don't get masses amount of money for it, but it's helped. A couple of the dogs are sleeping in their feeding trough. And we've got one of our old busted water tanks that we cut down to make into a house. 2 more there. And I'm not sure why these 2 guys are actually in this feed trough, because the trough is actually full of water. So why they're actually chilling out, sleeping in there, I will never know. Are you 2 a bit stupid? Why are you lying in the trough? It's full of water. Oh no, it's only the bottom end that's full of water. Hi kids. Hello kids. Yeah, mummy loves them both. I love you. I do love you. So, hi Dahin, how are you? And there's another one of our dog houses that we built from trash. Seamus stripped this house down the other day. The dogs don't use it and we need to get an extra bathroom put inside the shelter with so many of us there. So again, we're building a bathroom from trash, but it works. It doesn't need to look nice as long as it's functional. And as you can see, the pool at the bottom there where the shading's pretty much had it. We may end up having to buy some more of these big plastic things at some point as well. They have worked out really well as houses for the dogs, really, really well. I'm actually amazed how well they've worked, and the dogs do use them, so that's something. Oh, now I've got to go and brush all this mud off my face. Bit of a kick. Go and stick my feet in a bucket of water. How big, lad? Hey Albert. Hello Cheryl. I got Butterfly. And this is Samira, the dog that we bought in last week that came from an owner. We've let her out of her kennel today. We literally have got no space right now. And we've put Mummy, that we caught earlier, into this kennel with her puppy. It's not somewhere we would normally put dogs, but I literally have no spare kennels right now. We wouldn't normally put a mum and pups in there. It's not really ideal for the long term. But she's had some food. They're both safe. They're going to stay dry because it stays nice and dry in here. And this is Takashaware. Seamus, could you just try and push that back on? This is the dog that, again, one of my foster dog, Sugar's puppies. He got quite badly injured in the storm the night before last. And I'm having real trouble keeping his dressing on him. But I can't do anything. It actually needs suturing, but I can't do that until tomorrow when Dr. Ali comes. Hello, Gemma. Oh, my Gemma. Whether the 2 little monster brats will come out to us, Ronnie and Reggie. Ronnie, Reggie! Let's see if they want to come in. Hello, Reggie. This is their bedroom. Okay, so Reggie obviously didn't want to eat his lunch today. Why didn't you eat your lunch, lad? Are you not feeling good? Eh? Oh no, it looks like Reggie's got a touch of an upset stomach. So we'll get him into the clinic later and get him checked out. He seems lively enough. Hey Reggie. Hi my Reginald. Hi my Reginald. He seems quite lively, so I'm not overly worried, but I will get him in and get him checked because he has got runny bum. This is where Teresa's van used to live, and we've kind of turned this entire area now, or we're in the process of turning it into a small dog unit. Because we've just got so many small dogs. So we've got Reggie and Ronnie there. I've got one of the driveway puppies that's got mange in here at the minute. I think you probably saw his brothers and sisters while we were out there. And he's quite happy. When Reggie's obviously been cleared, then we'll probably move Carol, Cranberry into here, and obviously Nova as well. What's the matter, Samira? You can't come in there, Samira. It's the little doggies. You don't need to go with the little dogs, Samira. Hey, Albert. Hey, oh, Sarah. Butterfly. The butterfly's back in again at the minute. He's got a wound on his back foot. Just about to see down there. It's not a major wound. He's just needing a daily clean, a little bit of pseudocrem on it. But he hasn't moved out of that house all day today. He's chosen that house. He likes his straw, and he ain't shifting for anybody. Hey, Albert, you know, you can't come in there, Samira. You can't come in there, my darling. Good girl. Gate shut. There we go. The gate shut. And I'm just going to put my feet into the bowl now. Try and get them a bit cleared off of all the mud. I'll have to get a brush on them later. Hello there, Lolita. Hello, Jazz has made his way down here. And I've got Doggo under the bed. Hello, mister. Hello, Queenie. Yeah, so we're getting a bit full in the airlock as well. There's no way. Hey, be nice, Queen. Queen, be nice. Crane doesn't come out of the back very often. Hey, Coach. Hey, Coach-o. Calibos. Calibos is right in the back there, on his bed. He trashed one of the beds yesterday. He had to have a load of welding done on the door because he keeps trying to get out, which is less than ideal. I can't let him come out. We've got Vixen in here. Again, Vixen doesn't really come out very much. Hey, Zada. Hey, my limpos. There's my limpy boy. His limpy taxi. And there's Togo. Hey, Christopher. Hey, my Chris Pringle. All right, Turbo. And there's Carol. Carol's been sitting looking under the cabin trying to find rats. Oh, Carol. Hello, Zada. Good boy. Chris. Oh, Zada. Zada's a real nanny dog. Such a lovely dog, and all he wants is a person. But sadly, because of the changes to the rules in the UK, Zada will never leave the shelter because he has got no tail. And whilst it was not a mutilation, he was actually born without a tail. There is no provision at this stage for us to be able to bring him for rehoming, which is really sad. We've got lots of dogs that would actually really benefit from being rehomed. I'm just going to flick it round again while I wash my boots. Got a lot of dogs here that have got mutilations that happened to them long before they came to us, obviously, and they're never going to be able to find homes now. And that's a real shame because a lot of them, we had already done all the FAVN testing, and they are ready to go. Sorry, I'm just trying to wash all this mud off my boots. But these dogs are literally going to be stuck here now unless something does change in the UK, which we're not holding our breath about. Really sad. Oh, God. I hate this mud. Went shopping the other day. Hi, Nicole. I went shopping the other day because I went to buy some new T-shirts because all my T-shirts have had it. They've all got holes in. It's like time to buy new ones. So I went to buy some new second-hand ones from the local bazaar. And I had to buy some boots as well. Because, like I say, I was only coming out for 2 weeks. But then all this shit happened. So I needed boots, and I'm thankful I did buy them. I paid about $15 for them, brand new. Well, I say they're brand new. It looks like they might have been worn once. But they're lovely and comfortable. Keeping my feet warm and dry. And that's all I can ask for. I'm now going to go and sit in the office and get a drink. Oh dear God. And hopefully the rain will hold off for a little bit longer. Oh, Mr. Jazz. Mr. Jazz. What's my Jazz son doing? My beautiful boy. You remember Jazz, he came in with the open fracture of his front leg. Obviously we did the amputation. He's actually not been very well this last few days. So we've kept him in. But hopefully next week he will be back to stage where he can actually be released. Turn you back around. Right, that's it. I'm sitting down now. Oh, I'm bloody knackered. Oh. Oh dear me. Right. I need to get a drink. Cold fruit tea's not going to do it. So I am going to go and make myself a drink and start getting ready for lockdown for when the storm probably hits us again later on today. And getting ready for evening feeding time, because it's, and what time it is, it's like 2:15, so we've got a fair bit to do before we start feeding. So thank you for joining us. Hopefully if you didn't join us, you will be able to watch the playback on it, and I will hopefully speak to you all soon. Bye.